everyone, it's me Bailey and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my dog choosing my reads for the next few days. So if you don't know, this is my dog Navy. He is a very food motivated dog. So I plan on putting a couple of treats onto a couple of books and having him choose my TBR for the next few days. So I've seen where people have done it kind of like in a line and they put the treats on top of the books, but I'm just gonna have him pick between 2 books at one time. So then we'll just kind of see what he picks for me to read. So he is still a puppy, so he is very excitable still. He has so much energy, like he literally just knocked into the camera right now, but he is still just a baby. And so I'm gonna see if he will be willing to pick my reads for the week. I am currently in the middle of a book, so I won't be starting his pick right away, but I am almost done with it. Like I should be finishing that book today, so whenever I finish that I will be picking my next read. So I'm gonna put some books on the floor and let him choose the books that I'm gonna read first for this video. I think I might read 3, maybe 4 books in this video. So that being said, I'm gonna get him a treat. I'm gonna get him a treat to put on top of the books to have him pick. So I'm gonna adjust the camera and we will do it like that. So the 2 books that I'm gonna have him choose between are Leather and Lark by Brienne Weber. This is the second book in the Ruinous Love trilogy, and I'm also gonna have him pick Not in Love. So he's gonna pick between these 2 to let me know which one I'm going to be reading. I'm really excited to read both of these, but I'm hoping that he's gonna pick Leather and Lark, so we're gonna see which one he picks. Okay, so the first 2 books that I'm gonna have him choose between are Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood and Leather and Lark by Brienne Weber. So obviously he's already very excited. So I'm gonna put these on the floor. Okay, so I'm gonna have Navy pick between the 2. Okay, pick. Okay, so he picked Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. Okay, so he ended up picking Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood, and I am really excited to read this. So I'm hoping that I'm going to really like it. This is Ali Hazelwood's newest release, and I am Ali Hazelwood stan. She is an auto-buy author for me, so I'm definitely excited to read this one, and it's not too long either, so I think it'll be a pretty quick read. So this is the first book that we are going to be reading in this video. Hello. Okay, so it is a couple of days later since I had Navy originally pick the book, so I'm ready to sit down and do some reading of Not in Love. I did actually start this yesterday. I read the first 2 chapters, so I'm currently on page 23, which is the start of chapter 3, obviously. But so yeah, now I'm gonna sit down and do some reading of this, and I think I can possibly finish this today. We'll just kind of see what kind of mood I'm in. I definitely have been in like a Love Island whole type deal because I have been watching Love Island UK and US, so I've been trying to like keep up with all the episodes. So I've been watching instead of reading, but I'm about to get to reading, so that's what we're gonna do right now. Okay, so I'm coming in for an update on Not in Love. So I have been reading this today. I am currently on page 261, which is the start of chapter 26. And so far, I can definitely say that this is probably my least favorite Ali Hazelwood book thus far. So it is very like smut heavy, which is fine. Like, I'm not someone who like objects a lot of smut or necessarily cares about smut in my book, but I feel like this isn't really purposeful in a sense. Like, it's fine. Like, I understand why it's happening for the like development of the story, but at the same time I don't get it either. Like, I feel like it's not very beneficial. Like, I mean, yes, I understand like the whole plot is like they're having this like secret affair because they're like, it's like a forbidden kind of romance, and so like I understand that aspect, but I feel like we're not necessarily getting the reasons why, right? Like, so we know that he works for the company that is trying to acquire her company. Okay, great. But we don't know why his company is trying to acquire her company. Like, and so I don't know. And I'm, like I said, I have a little bit over 100 pages left, maybe like 120-ish pages left in this, and I'm just not loving it. It's very easy to read because Ali Hazelwood's writing is just super easy. And so yeah, I don't know. It's feeling kind of like a 3-star, which I think is probably gonna be like the lowest rated Ali Hazelwood book that I've read. But yeah, so far it's not looking super promising for this one. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna be able to finish this tonight. I am getting a little bit sleepy. It's not too late. It's like 9:45, so I think I can possibly finish this before I go to bed tonight, because like I said, I do only have like a little bit over 100 pages left. So I think I'm gonna try and finish this tonight, and if I do, I'll give you my final thought in the morning, and then we'll also have Navy pick the next book that I'm gonna be reading in this video. Hello. Okay, so it's now the next morning. I wanted to come on here and give my updates on Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. So I did end up finishing this book last night. I ended up giving it 3 stars. I just feel like this book was okay. Like, it's not my favorite Ali Hazelwood book. I definitely kind of understand why this book was a lot different than her other previous books, and I didn't mind the change. I just feel like I wasn't really super connected with Rue. Like, I really liked Eli, but I feel like Rue, I just didn't connect with her. She was very like kind of like closed off in a way, very like shut down in a sense. And yeah, I don't know, I thought this one was just okay. I of course still love Ali Hazelwood, and of course will still be reading from her in the future, because this is the only one that I really just haven't super loved. But yeah, now that I'm done with this, I'm going to be moving on to the next books for this video. So I have the next 2 books that I'm going to have Navy choose between. So I am going to have him choose between Leather and Lock again by Bryn Weaver, because I really want to read this book. So I'm gonna, hopefully he'll pick this one this time. He might not, I don't know. But so we've got Leather and Lark, and then we've also got Wildfire by Hannah Grace. So these are the 2 books that I'm going to be having him choose between. So I'll be okay with either one of these, but I am hoping for Leather and Lark. So let's see if he's in a picking mood today. He's already stole one of my socks this morning, so he might not be into it, but we will see. So I'm gonna put these on the floor, get him a treat, and see which book he chooses, and then what I will be reading next. Can you come pick a book? You got my sock in your mouth, so I know you don't want to, but get it. Oh, okay, so you picked Wildfire, and with my sock in his mouth. Okay, so as you guys can see, he ended up picking Wildfire by Hannah Grace, and I'm okay with this. I have been wanting to read this since it came out in October, and it is actually on my TBR for the month, so this will be good for me to read. So I will be starting this today. I am about to go get my toe fixed because I went and got a pedicure like 3 days ago now, and one of the polish has already come like halfway off, so I'm gonna go get that fixed really quickly, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and start Wildfire. So that's my update for now, and I will talk to you guys again a little bit later after I have started this book. so it is a little bit later in the evening. It's currently 11:11 p.m. actually, and I'm getting ready to go to bed, but I think I am done reading for the evening. I have been reading Wildfire today. I almost finished it, but not quite. I have less than 100 pages left in it, so I definitely will be finishing this tomorrow. But I'm currently on page 293, which is the start of chapter 30. So I think there's like 9 chapters left maybe in this, but I think I am gonna go ahead and go to bed and just finish this in the morning. But so far I'm really enjoying this. I don't like it as much as I liked Icebreaker, but I am still really enjoying this story. Hannah Grace's writing is just so easy to read. Her stories are just so fun, and I feel like this is the perfect book to read in the summer. Like, I'm so happy that I waited to read this in the summertime, because I just feel like this is the perfect summer book, because it's giving the summer vibes, because it does take place at a summer camp. And so I am having a really good time reading this. I don't think it's going to be a 5-star by any mean, but it's still a fun time. It's still really good, and I am still enjoying myself while reading this. So I will more than likely be finishing this tomorrow, where I will have Navy pick the final book that I'm going to be reading in this video once I am done with this one. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow and give you my final updates on Wildfire. And yeah, with that being said, I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Good morning. So it is now Sunday, so I think it's probably the last day of this vlog, because I know that I'm going to be reading one more book in this video. But I did want to pop on and just let you guys know that I'm about to finish Wildfire this morning. It's currently 7:22, so I'm going to sit here and finish this really quickly, and then we will have Navy pick the next book that I'm gonna read. And the 2 options are like kind of shorter options, so I do see myself possibly finishing them today, but I do also have some homework that I need to do today as well. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and start reading. Okay, so I have just finished Wildfire by Hannah Grace, and I really enjoyed this. I think I'm gonna end up rating it 4 stars. I feel like I didn't like it as much as I liked Icebreaker, but it was still a really good story, and it was like a fun time. It was a little bit heavier than Icebreaker, I feel like, just because of like the backgrounds of our 2 main characters. But overall, really enjoyed my time reading this, and would definitely recommend it if you're looking for a fun summery romance that takes place at a summer camp. So now that I'm done with this, I will be moving on to having Navy pick the next book for this video. So the 2 choices are November 9 by Colleen Hoover, and honestly I can't tell you why this is on this list. I'm really not even like a Colleen Hoover girl. Like, I own this book, and so I want to read it because I own it. Like, it's on my physical TBR. But I will say that the books that I have read by Colleen Hoover, I have loved. Like, I gave them both 5 stars. Like, I read 2 books by Colleen Hoover, and I gave them both 5 stars. So I might really like this one. I don't know. But this is on the list. I do want to get it read. And then we've also got The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. I'm hoping that he picks this one just because it is on my TBR for this month. So this is the one that I'm hoping he goes for, but I would be okay with either one. They're both pretty short. So yeah, these are the 2 that I'm gonna have him choose between. He is outside at the moment because he was throwing a fit because his time outside earlier just wasn't enough, I guess. I don't know. He's kind of drama. So I am going to bring him back inside, set up the camera, and have him pick between these 2 books. Fingers crossed that he picks The Paradise Problem for me. But he hasn't picked anything that I've wanted thus far. So I love that for me. But that's all for now. And let me go get him so we can pick our next book. Okay, pick one. Okay. So I guess I'm going to be reading November 9. Okay, so he picked November 9. So this will be the next book that I end up reading in this video. So I am going to start this. I was able to find the audiobook on Libby. So I do need to go get gas and go to the grocery store today. So I will be listening to this while I run my errands. But I think I might go ahead and start this here in a minute. So yep, this is the next book and I will update you guys a little bit later. Okay, so I've been sitting here and I've been reading November 9th by Colleen Hoover. And this book so far sucks. Like, Fallon's dad is literally the worst. Ben is like disgusting. And Fallon is just annoying. So I don't know. I'm going to try and give it a chance. At least finish the first November 9th, because I looked to see how long it was and it's around like 84 pages or so. So I am going to try to like read the first November 9th. And if I'm just like not feeling this by the end of the first November 9th, then I'm definitely DNFing this, because as of right now, I am hating it. So, which I wasn't expecting, because like I mentioned previously, like every Colleen Hoover book that I have read, I have given 5 stars, because I really enjoyed Verity and I really enjoyed Reminders of Him, but maybe just this one isn't for me. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna keep going and see if I start to like it a little bit better, but as of right now, like, I don't like it. So we'll see. And I feel like I usually feel like I can tell pretty early on if I'm going to like a book or not. And I'm 37 pages in and I'm like, no. So we'll see. But yeah, that's my update for now. And I will talk to you guys again a little bit later. Hello. Okay, so I'm back to report that I will in fact be DNFing November 9th by Colleen Hoover. I literally hate this book. I am starting to actually hate everything about it. Like, Fallon, to me, is annoying. Like, yes, I understand she's gone through this big traumatic life event, and I'm not taking that away from her, but like, get a grip. Ben, absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. And like, I know he's an 18-year-old boy, but like, literally, ew. If I have to read from his point of view one more time, like, literally the way that he said, my eyes fell to the dress first. I have to give myself props for picking that one out. There's just enough showing of her neckline to keep me good and happy, but I'm not even positive I'll be able to look away from her face long enough to stare at her cleavage. Like, babe, you should be looking at her face regardless, honey. Like, what? Like, ew. And then the whole stuff about him trying to like see what color her panties are. Like, babe, you've known this girl for literally probably 7 hours at this point. Like, stop. Not to mention her dad at the beginning, he already had me questioning like, what's going on? And then Ben, just literally throw the whole man away, throw the whole freaking book away. And that's where I'm at. I'm DNFing it on page 57. Didn't even finish, like, literally stopped in the middle of the chapter. Didn't even finish the first day that they've met. Like, already this first interaction literally has me cringing so bad. So if you want this book, it'll be for sale on my Pango. Anyways, so that is all for this video. I would say that I felt like it was, you know, semi-successful. My Bina did a good job at picking books for me to read this week. My sweet boy. It's not his fault that the last one was trash. But thank you so much to Navy for being in this video with me. He's still a little sleepy. He was taking a nappies. Oh, look at that handsome face. Can you say hi to the people? Say hi. But anyways, so that's gonna be it for today's video. I feel like it was pretty much a success, even if the last one absolutely sucked. So the first book that I ended up reading in this video was Not in Love by Allie Hazelwood, which I ended up giving 3 stars. Enjoyed it. Not my favorite Allie Hazelwood book, but still had a good time reading it. And then I read Wildfire by Hannah Grace after that, and then continued on to November 9th. I did give Wildfire a 4 star and obviously DNF'd November 9th. So that is all for today's video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. If you have made it this far in the video, make sure to comment the dog emoji or the like navy blue heart for my Bina here. And yeah, so with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Can you say bye? Can you say bye? Can you say bye? Bye. He's so tired.